You're listening to the Stay Sore podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Stay Sore podcast. I'm your host, Bo Skitsko, and today we're going to talk about one of the most important factors when it comes to physical and mental health, which is sleep. If you don't agree with me on the importance of sleep, then try not to sleep for a day or two and then come back and try to argue with me. So let's get started. Sleep. And I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to improve the speed at which you fall asleep as well as the quality of sleep. Let's be real. At least half of the reasons why we can't sleep come from just our own choices and behaviors, things we can control. Before we get started though, just a quick reminder, this is my experience, this is my opinion, therefore I'm not a sleep doctor, so just keep that in mind. So I'm struggling with sleep a lot myself. I have so many different ideas and thoughts of how to grow the business and issues with like putting out fires all day, every day. And sleeping is just a little challenging when you're overthinking everything. So I had to research this topic a lot. For example, one of my favorite books on sleep is Why Do We Sleep by Matthew Walker, a neuroscience professor. There's a lot of other cool research on sleep, and I'm just going to share with you what I found out for myself and hopefully give you some food for thought. All right, let's get started with tip number 1, which is probably the most obvious and most common sense one. Have a sleep schedule, regularity. You go to bed at the same time, you wake up at the same time. Common sense, right? Help your natural biological internal clock out. The circadian rhythms, help them out. And more importantly, wake up at the same time. That will help you to restart your biological clock and then be tired enough to go to bed at the same time. Every phone and every even smartwatch these days has an alarm clock. So don't hit the snooze button, wake up, start your day, help your body figure out when to have energy, when to get tired, and have a rhythm, not just throughout the week, but also during the weekend. And I know we don't want to do that, but it will help you. So help your body restart your day properly, and then you're going to be tired enough in the evening to fall asleep faster. All right, tip number 2 is light. When it gets dark outside, our bodies naturally start producing the hormone melatonin, which helps you fall asleep. Very important. That's how our bodies react to nature. It gets dark, let's fall asleep, time to go to bed. But nowadays, with artificial lights, all this stuff is being messed up. Our rhythms are messed up. That's why we need drugs to fall asleep and then drugs to wake up. But let's break that vicious cycle and be smart about it. So here's what you do. Help your body out to understand when it's night and when it's day. About 2 hours before bedtime, you dim half of the lights in your house. Make it a slightly less bright, so you're easing into bedtime. 1 hour before bed, and this is going to be pretty challenging for pretty much almost everyone, but 1 hour before bedtime, no more screen time. All those blue flickering artificial lights from your phone, from TV, from your tablet, iPad, and so on, 1 hour before bedtime, try to avoid them. That blue flickering light is wiring your brain and making you overthinking, like gives that internal anxiety. And let's try avoiding that and let our brains calm down for night. So, quick tip. 2 hours before bed, you dim some of the lights in your house. 1 hour before bedtime, try your best, and I'm guilty of that myself, but try your best to turn screens off. No more screen time. Read a book. I don't know, meditate, write in your journal, something, but no more screen time. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is cool down the room where you sleep or cool down your body. Very, very important. Just with the lights, our brain, our body reacts to the outside. Oh, it's dark. We need to go to bed. It's nighttime. Same thing at night. The temperature outside cools down, and that's how our body knows, oh, it's night. Time to sleep because it got cooler. Must be night, right? So, cool down your brain temperature and your body temperature. Your brain has to cool down by about 2 or 3 degrees to fall asleep better, easier, and to stay asleep in a deeper state of sleep. So here's what research says. Research says that you need to cool the room temperature down to about 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 18.5 Celsius. So it's easier to fall asleep in a too cool room than a too warm room. Let your core body temperature cool down. Let your brain temperature cool down so our body knows it's time to go to bed because it's cool, meaning it's night outside. That's how our bodies work. Let's help them. Have you ever noticed that you sleep better with an open window? That's partially why. The fresh air, but also the cool air. So cool down, fall asleep, stay asleep. Next tip. Number 4 is going to make me super unpopular, I get it. But I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to help you and tell you what's up. So number 4 is having a drink, some alcohol before you go to bed. A lot of, even here in my personal training studio, a lot of my clients and many other people tell me that, hey, having a glass of wine or something like that helps me relax and fall asleep before bed. And you know what? Yes, it does. It relaxes you, yes. But these are considered sedatives, which means it knocks you out, yes, but the quality of sleep will be horrible. Alcohol fragments your sleep. You're never staying long enough in the REM sleep cycle, rapid eye movement sleep cycle. You go in and out, in and out, in and out, never staying long enough in there to recover, to have your body heal itself and rest completely. So your sleep will be horrible. Even though you stay asleep, the quality will be very bad. That's why it's kind of not a good idea to have alcohol before you go to bed. Now, a little addition to this, number 4 is caffeine. There's people that say, I can drink a cup of coffee after dinner and still fall asleep just fine. And you know what? Yes, you might be able to fall asleep. The problem is, just like alcohol, it fragments your sleep and you're never staying in the deep recovery sleep that helps you feel rejuvenated and energetic in the morning. And then you have to have another cup of coffee in the morning to wake up because you're so tired from your 8-hour sleep. So just something to consider. And yes, I have a bad relationship with caffeine as well. Being a business owner and having all these fires to put out, I abuse caffeine quite a bit, and I'm trying to fix that, and I'm just sharing that with you. And one of the rules that I am applying to minimize the damage is caffeine only in the AM, not in the PM. So I have to have at least a little better quality sleep. Even though my sleep is short, at least the quality sometimes can be a little better. And last one, tip number 5, is a behavioral issue. If you do something enough times, it becomes a habit. We need to remember that when we go to sleep. If you stay in bed and are not able to fall asleep, and you stay still in bed, that teaches your body that not sleeping in bed is okay, and it becomes a habit. Therefore, if you can't fall asleep for the next 20 minutes or so, get up, go to a different room, maybe read a book, maybe, I don't know, get something ready for the next day, maybe do something relaxing like meditation, prayer, whatever it is. But don't teach your body that it is okay to stay in bed not sleeping. So teach your body that bed is for sleeping. If you can't sleep, get up, do something, or don't do something, but go into a different place. And teach your body that bed is only for sleep. That will create a feedback loop that teaches your body that you go horizontally into your bed, you're out. All right? Hope these tips help. And if you got something out of it, consider subscribing to the channel, subscribing to the podcast, hitting the like button, maybe leaving some comments. But before you leave, I have a bonus tip for you. Let's talk about supplements. There are supplements that can help you with sleep. The most popular and most common sleep supplement is obviously melatonin. We talked about this earlier in this episode. Melatonin is a hormone that helps you fall asleep. Now, it is a hormone, so I would be careful with it, but it's very, very commonly used. And my problem with that is that a lot of people are abusing it. They're taking 5 or 10 milligrams over the counter to knock themselves out. But melatonin alone will not help you have good quality sleep. It will just help you fall asleep. The next super popular supplement, which is actually an herb, think of it as a tea, is valerian root, super popular in Asia and Europe to help calm down. It helps with anxiety, with depression, with actually menopause symptoms. It just helps you calm down and sleep a little better. Valerian root. Another popular supplement is magnesium, which is a mineral. It helps your muscles and body relax, not just your mind, but your muscles just let go and like, and you relax, you can breathe and fall asleep without having all that stress and tension in your body. So magnesium. Another popular herb to relax is passion flower. It helps your mind and body just calm down, let go, and just be a little more relaxed. Again, think of it as a tea. There's many other supplements that can help you relax or fall asleep. Things like the amino acids theanine, GABA, many other ones. But here at BoFit, I created a supplement line, and one of them is a sleep aid. I'm not trying to sell you on it, but I'm just saying maybe check it out. It has a very small dose of melatonin, not overdosing like 10 milligrams or whatever people take, just one to kind of just ease you into sleep. It has valerian root and all these herbs and passion flower, all these herbs to help you calm down, magnesium for your muscles to relax. It's as safe and effective and close to nature as possible. So I'll leave the link in the description below. Check it out if you want to. If not, use the 5 tips that I gave you to have better quality sleep and just take control over your health, take control over your energy levels, and you'll feel better. All right, guys, see you in the next episode. Leave some comments in the bottom to let me know what you would like me to discuss, and stay sore, guys.